Hello everyone. Welcome to my story. Today we have Monk John to be our teaching monk. Let's all pay respect to our teaching monk all together. Bow, bow, bow. พี่แป๊บนึงนะคะ
That's a quick bowing. How are you doing? I hope that everyone is doing well. I hope that you've been having awesome days, especially over the weekend. We are approaching already the end of the year. So, are you already having some break from work? Are you still working? Anyone still working? No, not at all. Okay. Oh, you don't work? No work? I mean, like, is this already your holiday and not like you finish work at 12 or something? Okay, this is already Christmas? No, it's still like 3 days away, right? But maybe you already have some break, and that's awesome. Hopefully, you also have time to meditate a little bit during the Christmas times as well. Okay, so today, um, we have how many days left? Do you know how many left until New Year? We've been doing this for uh, a few, not a few, like a whole year, right? We've been uh, meditating. Oops, I need to. Do you still do you see my screen? We have 10 days away from 2026, right? So I like to share the importance of the meditation, especially during uh, this season greeting time. There's a saying that if you're already happy, then maybe you don't need to meditate. Uh, what do you think? Do you agree with this statement? If one is already happy, then maybe we do not need to meditate. And basically, we have two kind of energy, right? We have the positive energy, we have negative energy, and we can't deny the fact that we are subject to exposing to this peace energy. For example, if you talk to some people, maybe at first you might feel normal, you might feel okay, but later on, if hmm, my screen has some big square, do you have that big squares as well? So let me see what can possibly be the solution to this. Okay, so mm, let's stop sharing, okay, and try to share again. Okay, all right. Okay, now it's good. So we have this meditation, the need to meditate because we in fact need to clean the mind from this peace energy. Now it's already back here again. So let me uh, hmm, that's strange. Okay, let me try it again. All right. So hopefully it's fine at the moment. Okay, so like even how we hmm, the blue box comes back. I'm not sure why. Hmm, hasn't never happened before. What about this one? Okay. Okay, I can talk without using slides. Um, it's important to uh, clean the mind. Otherwise, we will not be able to control our um, our the way we think, the way we speak, or the way we do. Right. So important to control the way we uh, think, the way we speak, the way we do. And the first thing that we do is to clean the mind. Okay. I might be able to share the screen again. Right. Okay. So this will allow us to, when we talk to people, we come home on the way back, we're able to greet people with smile. And isn't this what we have to do during season greetings, during Christmas time, during the important time of the year that you have to uh, maintain your energy, right? If you talk to people and you don't have that smile on your face, that potentially is not going to be uh, the best, I guess. Okay. So if we meditate and make sure that the minds are clean, our minds are happy, we will be able to uh, show our smile to everyone, and also we'll be able to um, see the smile on our face and be ready for the time that the family will stay together. Okay, so this is some suggestions, and make sure that you will prepare your New Year resolution as well, because the New Year resolution is kind of very interesting practice because it can help us uh, to be more truthful to ourselves. And when we are able to stay more truthful to ourselves, the mind actually becomes stronger. And we kind of need that strength in order to beat uh, the mental impurities and go straight to the center of the body, and without, being disturbed by uh, disturbances. Yeah, sometimes we face some disturbances and that may disturb us. But if we train the mind to have that mental muscles, eventually we will be able to face them. And when we face them, and they might disturb us for a little moment, but then we'll be able to let that go. So the New Year resolution, if you never done before, I suggest that maybe you begin with like a week. Maybe you begin with a month before going straight for the whole year. So if you never done it before and you go for the whole year, it's gonna be harder, right? It's gonna be more difficult. So make sure that you start with small amount of days, but really can you can begin to um, increase the days once you reach the length. If you reach the length and then you increase the day, one day at a time, maybe 1 week at a time, maybe you'll be able to complete that whole year of resolutions. And that's going to help you to find mental strength. And we're going to talk about the use of mental strength and how that may be super, super helpful to deal with one uh, mental virus we call anger, right? We have anger. Yeah, it's so interesting to talk about that topic today. Um, all right, so now that we are ready, maybe we can begin with some meditation first. And when we begin with meditation, um, it's important to close your eyes and let go of everything in your mind. Okay, so whatever you have in your mind, maybe things about your work, maybe that is about your uh, problems or anything, you will be able to um, leave them behind for a while. So I'd like you to close your eyelids softly and gently and relax all the muscles in your body, starting from the top of your head down to your toes. And breathe in and out softly, slowly, a few times. Spend a moment to relax. Spend a moment to release. Spend a moment to breathe. By breathing in and out slower than what you normally do, you are able to feel much more comfortable. Now I like you to relax all your muscles, whether that be the muscles from the top of your head, the muscles on your face, your cheek, your chin. Feel the flow of relaxation spreading to your neck and your shoulders. And allow both of your shoulders to drop naturally. Relax the muscles of your arms, your hands, down to all your fingertips. Relax the muscles of your torso, from your chest to your abdomen, your hips, your thighs, your knees, down to your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes, until you feel completely relaxed in every part of your body. And when you are feeling a little more relaxed, it will be easier for the mind to come back and stay inside of your body. So I would like you to spend a moment with the airflow as you breathe as deeply as you can, as slowly as you can, as softly as you can, staying with this smooth airflow will allow the mind to calm down. But of course, the mind might be distracted at any moment, and that's all right. All you have to do is returning to the breath again and again, many times. Bring your mind back when it wanders. If you have more consciousness or sati, it will be easier to know, to be aware. It doesn't take long, and you can swiftly bring your mind back to the breath again and again. We keep doing this until the mind can stay longer with the breath. depends on how much sati you have. It can be easy. It can also take longer. I'd like you to follow a few more deep breaths to the deepest turning point around the middle of your abdomen. And observe the airflow. When it is arriving and softly touching the empty space in the middle of your abdomen. We can make it so that the feeling when the mind is touching such empty space is comparable to a bird's feather floating down from the sky to finally land up on a calm water surface without disturbing the calmness of the water surface. I'd like you to keep bringing your mind back to such feeling. Might take a while, but the mind will calm down. Once you keep bringing your mind back to the center of your body, the mind is resting, touching the body center, We be able to leave the mind there. So I'd like you to maintain your feeling at the center of your body. Maintain the soft and gentle awareness over there. You don't need to go back to your breath, but just breathe naturally. And as the mind will calm down, which will take a moment. Eventually, stay at the center, feeling as if something soft, comfortable is in the middle of your abdomen. Then you may repeat a mantra a few times, feeling as if there is a one speaker, playing this mantra soothing sound from within you. Either clear and bright, clear and bright, clear and bright, or clarion, 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 or Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata, สัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหังสัมมาอะระหัง Continue repeating the mantra and let it help you reclaim the space in your mind as you repeat the mantra while not worrying about anything else. The mind will be purified, less irritated, and is willing to stay still even longer. Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang. I would like you to additionally imagine that your body is empty. Imagine that you have no bone, no muscles, no organ, nothing inside of your body, nothing but the air. So I would like you to Visualize an image in your mind. Visualize as a dream. Doesn't matter how clearly the mind can visualize. It's more important to do it relaxingly. Maintain the image that you visualize. That can be the sun, the full moon, a bubble, a crystal ball, a water drop. Let it appear easily in the mind and keep bringing the mind back to visualizing it relaxingly. While visualizing so that the mind has only one image remaining. You may also repeat mantra at the same time. Samma arahang, samma arahang, samma arahang, samma arahang, samma arahang. At some point, that your mind becomes still, motionless. You might have a feeling that you don't need the mantra, you don't need the visualization image anymore. Or you prefer staying still than using the other two techniques. And that is alright. You need to switch the mantra to visualization. Until then, Samma Arahang, 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 Samma Arahang. I will leave you to be on your own for a moment until the meditation comes to an end and we begin again for loving kindness. You may continue on your own for a while. สัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหัง and with your mouth of peace energy within you, I would like you to spread it out in all directions. Imagine that you are sharing the peace energy to cover everyone around you, from yourself to the whole room and the whole building that you are in. And you are sharing this peace energy to everyone equally and unconditionally. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness, pain, and dangers. May all of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. I need to share this peace energy, the whole city, the whole country, and to the whole world. May everyone in the world be happy. May all of them be free from sadness, pain, and dangers. May all of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. Spread your love, your kindness, and the peace energy to all living beings, including the ones that you cannot see. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel peace energy you are sharing. Until continue to spread this peace energy for a while. Now, meditation is coming to an end. You may take a deep breath in and out a few times. Breathe in, breathe out, long, softly, slowly. And once you feel you are ready, you may softly and slowly open your eyes while listening to my blessing. Sakke Buddha Lapata Pacchetanan Palam Arahantanan Te Chenarakham Pandami Sappaso Te Atalatta Sukhita Virunha Buddha Sasane Aroka Sukhita Hota Saha Sakke Hiyadipi Sappaputthanuppavena Sappathammanuppavena Sappasangkhanuppavena Sattha-soti Bhavantu. May all your wishes be fulfilled. Sapphe purentu sankappa. May all of your dreams become true. Janto panaraso yatha. Like the full moon in the night sky. Manishote raso yatha. Or similar to a flawless crystal sphere. And now you may open your eyes and you may open your webcam. How was your meditation? Of course, you can share with us. And I'd like you to smile and wait a little bit. Excellent. Beautiful. So we need to probably wear it, but let's say that you practice smiling for the Christmas day, because I think you have to smile the whole day, or during the New Year as well. You have to smile to so many people. If you don't practice smiling today, you might feel fatigue on the muscles of your cheek. So it's better to have a big smile now. Okay. Beautiful. Excellent. So smile. One more time. Okay, I think that is it. Right? So what about sharing your meditation experience on the comments box? And I like to share something very interesting today while waiting to see your uh, comment. Okay, so let's see that. Okay, now you see the presentation. Good. Okay. So today we talk about the importance of cleaning our energy, right? Because again, for so many times that you might uh, you know absorb negative energy from people, right? Have you ever been in this situation before? Uh, Similar to the man or the woman? Okay. So to make sure that you will not pass this energy to people, especially the negative one, because these days stress can be transferred from one person to another person just by uh, talking to them or maybe interacting with them, right? And it's so important not to have stress being passed to our to people that we care about, to people that we love. But by the way, before I forget, I need to announce that next year we need to move the Thursday, my story, in January to Saturday. We're gonna try that because uh, for the many requests, especially from many peace club that we like to have it on Saturday. Okay? So it's gonna be on Saturday. It's on the first one will be Saturday the 3rd, and then every Saturday from January. You know? So in December it's still the same, but January that's different. Okay, so that I don't forget. I thought that I would announce this last time, but then I forgot because there were so many things to talk about. Okay, so last time we talked about the story of the two men, right? If you remember, and they were having some fight. Yeah, same time on Saturday, right? So every time they fought, um, I share with you that it's similar to uh, how you uh, kind of hit a wooden ball with a nail, and then you try to remove them afterward. Okay, so that's gonna leave a lot of uh, holes on the wall, right? Because every time you get angry with someone, when you yell at them, or when you hit them on the face, or something like that, or even like you don't respond with any violence, but every time you have anger, you actually hurt yourself. Okay, and we talk about how the man were fighting, and do you remember who won the fight? Uh, the man on the left or on the right who won? Okay, but eventually that create a cycle of what we call cycle of revenge. Okay, and that we said that winner in this sense, winner of a violent fight will lead to enemies, right? So maybe this guy can be the other guy. Uh, I call them Frank and Peter. Maybe Frank could beat Peter, but then Peter comes back with more people. Maybe Frank could beat him again, but then Peter comes with some weapons. But then Frank is very strong, although he had belly fat, but he is super strong. Okay, but then this time Peter comes with weapons, and this cycle of revenge will never gonna end, right? Unless they forgive each other. But today, I'd like to share a little bit that it doesn't have to be this far when we talk about the um, the anger, which is one of the viruses. There are three viruses that we talk about. We talk about the craving, we talk about the anger, but you might say that, yeah, this is not related to me because I never get into a fight with anyone, right? You never get into a fight like this. You never encounter someone on any violence like that. But in fact, violence can have some degrees ranging from dissatisfaction, feeling dissatisfied with life. And then maybe the second level is annoyed, being annoyed. The first one is just yourself. Like, I feel annoyed. I don't like my life. I don't like situations. I don't like this and that. But then you actually do not respond. So it's not appearing on your face. But the second one, that begins to appear on your face. You start to show people how how unpleased you are. You want to show them. You want people around you to know that you are not okay. That's the second level. Third level is the verbal actions. Like you begin to show people from your words that I am not okay, right? The fourth one is through the use of violent actions. And the last one we call the destiny. Every time you see that person, you're going to do something so the person get punished. Okay, let's talk about solutions. There are some solutions. And I think it begins from just very, very basic solution. When we start giving to people and be able to understand that happiness doesn't come from inside out only. Sorry, it doesn't come from outside in only, but also inside out. So you're happy and you want people to be happy. So you share with them something that actually change that the happiness must come from outside through you, and then you're gonna be the one who own that happiness, and you give away your happiness, and that happiness comes from giving away what makes you happy. That's gonna actually change the perspective. But okay, I'm gonna talk about more on the solutions. Let me read the messages. Okay, we have from Bokim, it was very relaxing, and Augustine, thanks for the sessions, it was quite relaxing. And Art, KPCU, grateful for the session, and Femi Johnson, I had a quality inner peace time today. Excellent, very happy. Okay, and Christchurch, thanks, it was peaceful. And there's a question, how are you angry that I didn't know the why am I angry? Yeah, sometimes not very easy to know, but if you practice some of these solutions, you're gonna be able to ease your anger, and that's gonna make you a little more uh, calmer as well. Caddy say the session was great one, even though I had a busy day. And I was able to center myself, will be happy if Saturday because of that. Right. Okay, so basically, and then we have from Ifetayo, I felt relaxed and refreshed from the meditation sessions. It was nice feeling. And then she may see interesting and relaxing peace in peace out. And also great, I feel calm and deeply relaxed. And Vanessa, that Saturday will be much easier. Matar, thanks for wonderful presentations. It was very peaceful. And Benjamin, I slept off a little bit, but I feel so light and had inner rest afterward. Excellent. Okay, so we have what I'm gonna see how I can continue with this. Very interesting. Um, so here, the second solution would be to have positive thinking. That it's like you start to have different perspective of um, this is gonna be fine, this is gonna be all right, not to have negative thoughts. By practicing the mind to have more positive thinking, we can eliminate dissatisfactions better. And the third solution could be to catch goodness in others, to catch goodness in others, to see good things in them, to help eliminate annoyance. Because annoyance usually comes because people do not make you please, or you don't feel happy because of other people. Being able to catch that goodness will help to eliminate annoyance. And the next one is very interesting, deep contemplation. Just imagine that you start yelling at people and they start walking away from you, right? So just think about what if everybody is no more around you? What if they completely disappear from your life? That's deep contemplation make you realize that it's better to have them around, even though they make you annoyed sometimes, right? It's better than staying alone and feeling lonely, right? So that deep contemplation sometimes makes us more sati. And when we have more sati, we have wisdoms to be aware that we might need to, instead of yelling at people, start having mindful and enduring speech. So that comes from deep contemplation. But of course, the next level of balance, we need to practice the 5 acts of self-discipline, especially the first act. Because the first act say, no matter what you feel, you will not use violence. That's the first act, right? The first act of self-discipline will make sure that we will not cross the line, especially no matter how angry you are, you're not gonna reach that uh, ex, um, extent, right? And the last one is the grudge. The grudge says that whenever you have feeling like you're gonna take revenge, you're gonna use violence, that eventually will lead to uh, being able to forgive. But one thing that we might need to do before forgiveness is to do loving kindness meditation. Loving kindness meditation is going to help us to feel that, oh, it's okay. One day I'm going to die. One day that person is going to die. So let's forgive that man. So now Peter has forgiven Frank, and now they will live happily ever after together, perhaps. Okay, so that's what we have from today. And I guess, next time we're gonna have Monk Toto, and he is going to uh, guide the sessions for us, right? So make sure to be here uh, a lot and uh, give him some support. Okay, so I hope that you enjoy today's meditation, and let's end our session. The lessons of anger still continues, but I will share with you more next time. Okay. All right, so I guess there is no MC, so that's just gonna be goodbye. All right, so goodbye, bye everyone, bye Agnew and Bettina and Elsa Marine and Farfar and Adri and Monica and Ashley and Vanessa and uh, Sarah Divine and Dora Bangura and Jody and Benjamin Joseph and King Rollins and Caddy and Kojovi Roger and Bukola and Adebola and Tojo and Sirape and Uche and Manish and Jesse Ui and Fino and Alpha Ibrahim and Jeffrey ABPCN and Emmanuel and um, who else? Daniel Eze and Christine Thompson and Henry Hugh and Funmi Layo and o- Omo Omodunbi and Oluwaseun and David Igbo and Ula Jomoke and Eddie Anytime, Frankie Liu and Odunsi and Mardell and Asiatu, Asiatu and Ernest Ironsa and Martar Saidi. Okay, and who else? Wow, that's a lot of people today, basically. Um, so let me start from the last. Eniolar, Osikwe, Obimipo, Ola Lagos, Abger, and Femi Johnson, Umelo, Agnes, Ja Mars, and Augustine, Bibo Taft, Doris Chris, Mutusin, Oloa Premiering, Harry, Hazel Ho, and Bonnie, and Abibab, and Frigate, and Salmon, and Olu Sedun, Sam Fang, and Taylor Bay, Bokim, Diane, Vincent, Benjamin, Kikushiro, Dami Olar, Mush, Mukisha, and Iradukunda, Omololar, Cassie Arti, Abidoye, and Art, and Rocco, and Jerry, and Hubert, and Nelly, and Mirdine. Is that everyone? Okay, I think so, right? And is that Jerry Hubert? Okay, Mirdine. That's already all. Okay, so see you later, and goodbye. Goodbye.